Welcome everyone to our presentation on the fluid flow calculator. This project was our final requirement for CPE 401, Computer Programming 1. And it's been an exciting journey exploring the world of fluid dynamics and coding. With, we're a team of five and my name is Amadalil Justin. And joining me today are my colleagues Florendo Jules Andre, Ramos Jude Ivan, and Princess Nicole Inco, and Harold Bueno Harold. We each other will be explaining different aspects of our project.
Before we dive into the code, let's briefly cover some key concepts in fluid dynamics. Understanding flow rate, viscosity, pressure drop, and the Reynolds number is essential for designing pipes. And various systems that involve fluids. Our calculator simplifies the process of calculating these crucial values. Flow rate measures the volume of fluid passing through a point per unit time. Viscosity is the fluid resistance to deformation. The Reynolds number helps predict flow patterns, and pressure drop indicates the reduction in pressure as fluid flows through a pipe.
All right, now for a quick overview of our code structure, we will divide it into several functions for better organization. So we opted for a modular design, which makes the code easier to understand, test, and modify. So the main function of our code is that it orchestrates the user inputs and calls our defined functions to perform the calculation. So let's take a look at a couple of the key functions in detail. So first one is the first function that we will show is the calculate velocity function. This one that I will highlight on my end. So the calculate velocity function is it determines the fluid speed by dividing the flow rate by the cross-sectional area of the pipe. For example, if we have the flow rate of 2 meter cube set per second and a cross-sectional area of 0.5, the velocity that would be calculated would be equal to 4 meter per second. Now, that is a straightforward calculation and is fundamental to understanding fluid behavior. Next function is the calculate Reynolds number function. So this function is a bit more involved. It uses the velocity, the hydraulic diameter, and kinematic viscosity to determine whether the flow is laminar or smooth and turbulent or chaotic or somewhere in between or in their transition between laminar and turbulent. Say for instance, we have a velocity of 4 meter per second and a hydraulic diameter of 0.1 meter, kinematic viscosity of 1 times 10 raised to the negative 6 meter squared per second. The Reynolds number that will be computed is equivalent to 400,000, indicating a turbulent flow. So yeah, moving on to the next function is the calculate density function. The calculate density function, this one that I highlighted on the screen, is a straightforward function. So it just calculates the fluid density by dividing the mass by volume. Or say for example, we have a mass of 10 kilogram and a volume of 0.01 cube meter. The density that would be calculated would be equal to 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. Moving on,
Moving on to the remaining functions. Next is calculate dynamic viscosity, which determines the fluid's resistance to flow. It multiplies the kinematic viscosity by the density. For example, if the kinematic viscosity is 1 A minus 6 meters squared per second, and the density is 1,000 kilogram per meter cube, the dynamic viscosity is 0.001 Pascal per second. Lastly, we have calculate pressure drop, which is the most complex function. It uses the Darcy-Weisbach equation to find the pressure loss over a given pipe length. For example, if the flow rate is 2 m cube per second, pipe length is 10 meter. Pipe diameter is 0.1 meter. Dynamic viscosity is 0.001 Pascal per second and density is 1,000 kilogram per meter cube. The pressure drop would be 1.02 Pascal.
Here's where everything comes together in the main function. The code prompts the user for the necessary input values like flow rate, pipe dimension, and fluid properties. It then calls our previously defined function to perform the calculations, and finally, it displays the result to the user. Let's take a look at the code.
Now let's see our calculator in action. I'll enter some sample values to demonstrate how it is easy to use. Now let's see our calculator in action. We'll enter some sample values to demonstrate how easy it is to use. Let's input. For the flow rate, 2 cubic meter per second. For cross-sectional area is 0.5 meter square meter. For hydraulic diameter, 0.1 meter. For kinematic viscosity is 1 times 10 raised to the power of 6 square meter per second. For mass, 10 kilogram. For volume, 0.01 cubic meter. For pipe length is 10 meter, and for pipe diameter is 0.1 meter. In conclusion, our fluid flow calculator provides a valuable tool for engineers and scientists, simplifying complex calculation and potentially saving time and reducing errors. Moving forward, we envision several enhancements. In the future, we could add features like this. First is a graphical user interface or GUI. Next is support for different unit system. And the last one is more advanced calculation and for compressible fluids. Thank you for listening. We're happy to answer any question you may have.